Hey guys, it's me again. I was getting kind of bored waiting for the next cycle to show up, so I wanted to make some non-meme content and decided to start doing the whole, play games on JNet thing and record it. And I know there's a bunch of other people who do that too, so I might be saturating the market a little bit. There's Dan and Ben and Andre and a few other people, and let's be real, I just wanted to sit at the nice table with the cool kids. Although I did come up with the best name for my segment. Point to me. But anyway, yeah, just have a seat and let's take a look at some of the goofy little janky decks that I'll be messing around with. So, for my premiere episode, let's go with the Tennin deck that I've been messing around with for the past few weeks. And Tennin's kind of underrated right now. I mean, it's not tier 1, but I think it's a lot better than people give it credit for. So basically, right now, there's two main versions of Tennin you can go for. One of them is the Obokata and Punitive Counterstrike version, just abusing mass commercialization money to surprise punitive people and hopefully get a kill that way. My version, however, goes into pure balls to the wall fast advance. So this has the all 2-pointer suite plus 2 improved protein source, not Future Perfect or Obokata, because those are 5/3s. Improved protein source being a 4/3 means that with 2 fast advance tools you can fast advance it and get a lot of surprise wins. And because if you did the 5/3s, then those would be, according to this deck, would be ones you just literally never plan to actually score. So we've got 3 Breach Domes, because those are awesome in Tennin, and those are just to chuck into archives. You never actually have to bother icing archives, except maybe against Omar. But these allow you to focus your ice, because in this deck we're never making a scoring mode. So this allows you to focus your ice entirely on HQ and R&D. 2 snares, because I refuse to play a Jinteki deck that does not have at least 1 snare in it, and 2 is really good. And I have won a alarming number of games off people just getting careless and slamming into snares on 1 or 2 cards because they just don't think Tennin's on this many traps. But the big meat of the deck is a whole bunch of advanceable ice, big fat advanceable ice that get bigger and bigger and bigger every time that the runner doesn't run them because you're Tennin, and a whole bunch of money and fast advance tricks. We've got the full double playset, 2 shipment from Tennins, 2 Trick of Lights. We've got an Archive Memories to get back whatever you might need. Celeb Gift, Hedge Fund, 3 mass commercializations, because that card is ridiculous in Tennin. Fast Track to help you grab something in a scoring window, particularly for getting the last medical breakthrough. Because if you're on 5 points, you can fast track for the medical breakthrough, install the medical breakthrough, and shipment or trick it to score it out all in one turn, which is awesome, and I've closed out a couple of games that way. It feels fantastic. Colossus and DNA Tracker are typically your big bosses of this deck. The Ice Walls and Vanillas. It was 3 Ice Walls, but I changed it to an Ice Wall and 2 Vanillas so I could get 2 Influence for the Arc Lockdown, because Clot ends this deck. Clot Lock hard just stops this deck, so an Arc Lockdown fixes that problem. You must have that. These are mostly just cheap gear checks for early games, so you have something down. A lot of your ice is expensive, but there is a buttload of money in this deck. Mass commercialization income cannot be understated. My current record is 28 credits in a single turn from playing 2 mass comms. With that much money, you can play things like Chiashi and 3 DNA trackers. Firewall is a nice beefy ice that I think is a little underrated, but most of the time you're not going to be using your 10 encounters to try to fast advance things. You're going to be using shipment and trick for your fast advance, and 10 encounters are going to be used almost entirely on making Colossus massive. You're either spreading around counters to power mass commercialization, but also making Colossus or Firewall, whichever one you have out at the time. Colossus is the #1 choice, as big and freakishly difficult to deal with as humanly possible. So this aims to create a weird fast advance Glacier combo deck that tends to grind runners in the late game a lot. You're weakest in the early game. By mid game, you're decent. By mid game, you can set up pretty well because one good mass common, you can set up a ridiculous server. Like a very common server I have in this deck is Chiashi into DNA Tracker into like Strength 8 Colossus, and that's just silly. So you have, and the only way to stop you from getting Colossus or Firewall Huger is to run into Archives where there's a bunch of Breach Domes waiting for you. So it's a very nasty situation for the runner. But this is hard, fast advance. That's its win condition. Let's play a couple of games and see how it goes. But of course, before we get started, we need the right music. No, not that one.
Girl, look at that body.
No, not that one either. Yeah. Perfect.
Here we go.
Here's our first opponent. Leela. Ooh, this could get obnoxious because she can bounce all my ice with all my advancement tokens on it. This one could be trouble. That's all ice, no money. That's not bad. Yeah, I'm going to be trying to stack counters on ice, but if she bounces the ice, I lose all my counters. So that's this could get obnoxious. What I'm going to want to do is try to hope that I can bait her into run so I can get 1 or 2 pieces of ice rezzed. Yep, there's the gang sign. One thing I do like doing against Leela is keeping snares and breach domes in my hand against gang signs Leela. I've killed a few of them that way, which is pretty funny. Orange group. Let's gain a credit. Let's see if I can bait around. Okay, that's not the run. It's clippy, so if I can get my arc lock down, that's going to be nice. Now I'm kind of floated, but I can toss that. And I can toss that, because if they eat, see if I can feed them one medical breakthrough. And I don't have the advancement count just to really use multiple tricks right now. So. Oh wait, it's my turn. What the hell am I doing? Dirt? That's... Okay, that was dumb. Dirt, I'll just gain 3 credits and say I did that. That's what happens when you don't pay attention. I'm sure they were confused, wondering what the hell I was doing for a second there. So that's a code gate, that's a sentry. If I don't put down any barriers, or at least don't res them, and wait till I get their hook done, I can kill the clip. Oh, here's a rod. Yes. Let me res my ice. That needs to fire. Dead turtle. And they get through 2 snares and hit the medical breakthrough, of course, but I fed them the first medical breakthrough, that's not a big deal. I will trade getting a Colossus res against Leela over HQ and feeding a medical breakthrough for 2 points. I will absolutely accept that trade. And here comes the taproom satcom nonsense. And yeah. Keep him broke. Toss a snare, because they're not going to come through HQ until they know they can. And I'm feeding them 3 credits a turn right now. I need to not let that happen. I also didn't kill the gang side when they were tagged. I could have done that. But I'm not terribly scared of it. At least not unless they start getting like multiples of them. Then we'll see. Maybe it will. I might regret not blowing that up later. That sucks, but I got nothing to bounce. If I can get the last medical breakthrough though, that means I don't need an advancement tool to get it out. Just keep it in your face. For shits and giggles, let's put that archives. Oh, yeah, I definitely want to shuffle that back in. So let's get that the hell out of there. Get that back in there. Get that back in there. If I can find my arc lockdown, I can kill that paperclip. And that's probably the only one they have. Because that's usually the case outside of Anarch. If there's a paperclip, it's usually the only one if it's not in an Anarch deck. I finally get a proc of that. Let's see if we can handle this purge. Keep him broke. So So now because they're doing the gang signs HQ interface thing. Yep, and there's the maw. They're probably not going to focus on running HQ very much. Not unless they're on game point or something. No, I can't treasure program, but I can give him a tag. There is a snare in him. And that's gonna suck. Yeah, so if I put Kamino on top, then if I put that there, they can run with 0 credits, or run with 0 cards and stuff like that. But then if they hit a snare, they die. But with Maw, the HQ interface is a good chance they'll hit it. But with Maw, they could also miss it and mill it, or discard it, so that kind of sucks. I definitely, like, this deck relies a lot on its fast advanced tools and stuff, so getting Mod is really bad, so I think I need to ice up that as soon as humanly possible. So let's use our clock, or no, let's use our memories to get back to Inu, put that on HQ. Counter. Regular advance that once. Let's put that on R&D. Gain a buck. So I want at least 2 ice on my servers. That way they can't bounce 1 ice and then just hammer a central. And like I said, because they're using gang signs, they're probably not going to run HQ much. They're probably going to try to bounce the R&D stuff and then hammer R&D. Alright, so let's get this stored. It's going to do 2 damage. Feels good. Oh, I killed one of their gang signs. And they hit the snare and they are dead. GG. Yeah, as a Jinteki player, I do get the exclusive faction privilege of holding snares in hand against gang sign decks, and this is not the first time I've killed a gang signs Leela by just holding snares in my hand. I guarantee you it is not the first time that has happened. But that's first game. So let's go find another. Ooh, Geist. Ooh, Mirage opening hand against Geist. Yeah, let's keep that. The rest of the hand actually isn't that great, but Mirage opening hand against Geist is really important. So let's put that on R&D to stop the spy cam nonsense. Let's put that on HQ and gain buck. Actually, no, what I should have done is I should have installed the DNA tracker on HQ and then the vanilla on archives just to keep him from bipping archives early on to shut off my ability. That's what I should have done. Darn it. Oh, it's no big deal. Still got it once. Got my arc clock down, so if he manages to ditch his levy, I can hit it with that. That's going to be important. So let's draw a card. There's one of those. It's not the best. HQ. RD. And I'm broke, so that's not good. I don't have anything to defend right now. He got 2 tech traders right off the bat, so that's super good for him. Here's the question though, is he running Heatbreaker or is he running the okay, Underworld Contact? He's running the yeah, he's definitely running the World's Geist. He's giving me free props though. Yeah. The thing about mass commercialization is you don't have to have a billion counters on things for it to be good. If you have 2 counters on the field, this is a 0 to play hedge fund, which is still pretty darn good. So let's don't forget to keep an eye on his... Oh, he's got a Damara. I'm kind of tempted to arc lock down to the Damara. On the off chance that that's his only tractor. Because he's got these, so he's probably running the World's Geist, or at least something close to it. That one ran Paperclip, so he might have Paperclip too. I'm tempted, I could save it for a potential levy, but I am so tempted to do it. Let's do it. Damara's out of the game. And I've got the archive memories, so if I really need that arc lockdown back, I can get it back. Yeah, he's not even trying to shut off my ability. Another mass com. There we go, let's do that. Yeah, I mean, having like 5 things with advancements on them so you can get mass comp for 10 is amazing, but if you have just 2, it's a 0 to play hedge fund, and that's totally worth it. So don't, like early game, like don't hold on to those for, 5 turns later if you need the money now. He hasn't been even bothering to try to shut off my ability, but I can still throw this on archives just for the sake of having another thing to put advancements on. And hit mass com for 10. Feels so good. Mass commercialization is so absurdly good in Tennin. Like, if you're running a Tennin deck, you don't have 3 mass com, you're just wrong. And there's Clippy. Okay. So he did have he had Damara and Clippy. Okay. Now we know. And he popped a spy cam. Yeah, so he's going in for the spy cam. It's going to cost him $7. And this is why we kept our opening hand, or That is why we kept that opening hand. Yeah, I know how you feel. I play a fair amount of Geist myself. I like Geist a lot. I know how you feel. And let's... I could be super dickish and just shuffle this back in. Just for the shuffle. Let's not do that. Let's shuffle one of the shipments. I'm tempted to archive memories for a Masscom because now it's worth 10. That's real good money. This paperclip's already on the field, but again, it's Geist. I really want to keep the archive memories arc lockdown just in case a levy ends up hitting the bin. But for now, let's just let's do gain credit, preemptive. And shuffle the two mass shuffle comms and the celebrity gift back in, so we'll leave the archive memories there in case I need to, or leave the arc lock down there in case I need to archive memories. Yeah, shuffling back the two mass comms because those are just ridiculous pure value. And he's got all three tech traders. He's got two gunbooks down. Yeah, he's gonna have the money. He doesn't have anything that could possibly stop the first events. Yes, let's get this out of our hands. There's the goose. He didn't drop a spy can. Is he just trying to single access this? Ooh, nice. Now I have to shuffle, so let's... I could make use of that fast track. Well, not really at the moment. Let's shuffle. Yeah, let's shuffle the fast track for now. I don't have a fast advance tool to go with it at the moment. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, Maraju actually kicked me in the ass that time. If I had not fired it, he would have seen the mass commercializations. That's the rare instance where it actually hurts you. And then there's that. I would have much preferred he got the medical breakthrough, but that for 10. Oh, wow. Oh, okay, that's... Damn it. That is absolutely not what you want to see. But he is, for some reason, bent on single access as an R&D, while it's costing him 7 a turn. Shuffle one of these away. Swear to God, if he hits it, oh, he hits a dome, nice. Is he gonna pop them? Yes, he trashed the levy! He trashed a levy from Breach Dome. Oh, yes. know what we're doing. Get that out of here. And let's draw one more so we can toss that in the heap. Now he could very likely have a second levy. What have we got for influence? I think I've only seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's a good chance he's got another levy in there somewhere. Got that, that's good. Com for 10 again. God, that feels good. Draw for DNA tracker, and let's... This vanilla's not worth shit. Let's put that on HQ. Two monkeys. Okay, so he's using the skeleton of the world's geist, but he's modified it a bit. He's got 2 mongoose. So that's, I got 30 credits in resist. That's 14 credits to HQ. He'll survive by 1. Hit the snare! Hit the snare! Hit the snare! Okay. Pull-up, okay, pull-up's meaningless in this matchup. 2 of those. I'll show I've got the medical breakthrough in my hand, but it's 14 credits to get in here, and he's got 0, so this will be a while before we can do that. Let's use one of these. Again, get these mass comms back in my deck. And do I want an archive memories, or do I want the arc lockdown just in case I hit the second levy? Though he's probably going to be super careful with that last levy, though. Like, he's going to keep it in his hand and play it as soon as he can, so... let's go with the archive memories. Because that's just going to be more flexible. If I put the arc lockdown back in and draw it, I might be able to use it, but if I put the archive memories back in and draw it, I can absolutely use it, including to get the arc lockdown back. So, okay, he's trashing it, just to bypass it. Should definitely throw another ice on R&D when I get a chance. Not merge on that. He is doing a lot of work for random single accesses on R&D. I wonder if he has 2 epic mills. There's a fire rat, so let's Start making R&D hard to get into. Draw. That Mirage was definitely screwing them up, but I need to make it more financially taxing to get in here. So this ice wall is just going to be a battery for Trick of Light. Then I'm going to be dumping all my counters onto this firewall, or Colossus if I get it. And then there's the turtle. So he can Dean Lister turtle. Oh, and he popped it, so... Oh, he trashed? Wow. Trashed Epic Mail just to bypass the Mirage for a random access. Unless, did he pop a spike cam? Yeah, he did. Okay, so this is gonna suck. But it was a medical breakthrough, which means this one's now fast advance out of my hand. He is at 6 points. I mean, trashing an Abigail does get through Miraju once, but he's got 5 cards left in his hand. 1 levy's going. The question is, does he have... Like, there's 3 alchemists, so it's 3 influence. There's 3 influence I haven't seen, and there's a pretty high chance it's the other levy, which is probably would have to be in his hand right now. I would really, really like to get my arc lock down and kill both those Abigails in the heap right now. That would be fantastic. Because he's probably going to levy next turn. That for a moment. Let's get this out of here. Does he have the second levy? He probably does. There it is. Okay. Let's get this firewall beefy. Money! One quick 10 credits feels really freaking nice. So now I know, though, he's going to be using the Abigails to support his spy camera thing, which, like, that works. Can't deny that works. Now, what I can also do is try to make this firewall so freaking huge that he can't Amakura through it. What I'd really like to do with that, though, is a Colossus. So he's on 6 points. If you can spy cam, see something, and get through once with an Abigail. I'm not really sure what the right one to play is here. Let's try. Move in. I'm trying to figure out how valuable just making an Invincible Ice gigantic is. Because if he spy cams something on the top of the deck, and if he needs Abigail and spy cam to see an agenda, and he wins. Yeah. There's not going to be stopping Zcon. It's kind of up to luck right now. That'll help. If I can get one of my other improved protein source, I've got the ability to win right off of that. So that's I see your calling in favors and raise you mass commercialization. Yeah, money is pretty much irrelevant to both of us right now. This game is down to random chance and with his spy cams. Yeah, he's got the epic mail to bypass Mirage U. Is this random access? Yeah, this game's up to random chance of what spy camera hits. Money means nothing for either of us anymore. The result of this game right now is literally a coin flip. Based off whatever's on the top of R&D. Yeah, it's probably going to trash the other mouse. It's probably a game. Like, yep, trashing Abigail to bypass Mirage U does get around Mirage U, and he had 2 Abigails of trash. It's like that's a workaround. That's definitely a workaround for that. But yeah, I thought those last couple of turns, like we were both disgustingly rich. That game was literally just a coin flip of whatever was on the top of R&D. So like next turn, I obviously would have scored that out. And then I could have. Then it would have been just. Then it would have been just up to like, does he find the agenda before I do? Like I would have fast out next turn, and then it would be down to just whoever finds the last agenda. If I had found my other improved protein source, I could have advanced it with these 2. So yeah, that was a good game though. That was definitely a good game. Both played well, and it did show off. Definitely the economy of mass commercialization in Tennin. Definitely showed that off. So I didn't win, but that was a good game. Alright, let's see if we can get an opponent who's not criminal this time. There we go. Alright, let's get started. Jesminder. Haven't seen that in quite some time. We got not the greatest opening hand, but Maybe I'll regret keeping this. So that I can put. Let's put that. So just want to install. I think that's what I want to do. So let's put that on 3, that on HQ. So at least then I can start getting some counters to feed the mass-com. And that's 1 to res 0 to res, that's really what's an issue. So, yeah, there's a good chance I should have mulliganed this opening hand. So let's see what they're up to. Opus, no surprise. I probably don't have clock then. Use that once manually, gain 2 credits. Now, I did tell them that that's an advanceable ice, but it's like 2 deuces. Wow, are they going to expose something? No, they're just getting money and drawing cards. Do they have 50 cards in the mix? It's 46 for 749. You had 53 cards in your deck? What's going on here? Okay, so let's draw, see if we get anything. It's fine. Let's. That works. Hit that for 6. Discard a dome. Next turn we can hit that for another 6, and we're doing a lot better then. Starting a memory. Alright, let's make. Let's install that. They're shakers, so they're probably going to be going after R&D, so let's put. Actually, let's put the. Let's put DNA tracker over HQ. Loaded variable. Let's put that over R&D. Let's gain a buck. See if we can be a little greedy for mass comm credits in another turn or 2. Supplier, okay, so let's see if we can net celebrity, a day job. What's their game plan? Here's Arc Lockdown. Anything in the bin I want to get rid of? Not really. Put some money. Just so I can get that sweet 10. That's kind of starting. Yeah, they're taking some time setting up. I can be a little leisurely, it looks like. Don't get too careless, though. Codes. Okay, so they're gonna build up some massive late game server. I need to be rushing, not leisuring. I need to be scoring out before they get to the point they can get through my servers for free. So. Yeah, if they're running multi-threader, that means they're doing some ridiculous late-game God mode setup, most likely. And this deck can make some pretty nasty servers, but there are some Shaper/Sunny builds that can still negate that. Okay. Memory dump is a weird choice. Are they using that as like a pseudo console? This was the only thing I have out that grows, so let's get that as big as I can. That's draw. Let's hit mass count for 10. And do I want to hit archive memories on another mass comm, or do I want to use it on ship from Tennin? Let's draw. Okay, I got the ship from Tennin. I can toss this vanilla, because it's not worth ship anymore. Although I am giving them extra clicks with Beth by being filthy rich. And that's extra clicks when they have Mocha, so that's extra bad for me. Okay, they're using Maya. Already had a ton of money. So. Pitch that. I need to be finding agendas before they get their late game God mode. That's what I need to be doing. It's actually with them through. I'm like 18 cards into the deck. I've only seen one agenda that's like the opposite of agenda flooding. Like there's agenda flooding when you get agendas you can't deal with, and there's the opposite kind when you want to rush and you're not finding agendas. There's something. Okay. Let's get a fucking fast track. For what do I grab? I only got one fast advanced tool, so I think it's got it. I think Brain Trust is probably the best choice. Let's. Is there anything in your stack I want to wipe out? I guess they could same old thing code safe, but that's super weird. Let's gain a credit and let's play that. So let's. I may actually want to archive memories for fast tracks, as weird as that sounds. Let's definitely put the 2 mass comms back in, and let's get. Well, I've got that, I can get back a fast advanced tool. So that's. Do shipping from Tennin. Yeah, the preemptive actions are almost exclusively for money and fast advanced tools. Okay, Maven. Like it's a Maven deck. Okay. So I need to tax for. So strength's going to be irrelevant. I need to tax by number of subroutines. So this ice wall is not going to be good. Or boost something to outrageous strength. So this ice wall is not going to be much. Still, 2 to break is 2 to break, and then so yeah, I need to focus on taxing by number of subroutines. So Chrono is going to be good. Shash is going to be good. This DNA tracker is going to be good. Gives me a way to spend money to shut off Beth. Firing them all? Are you serious? Did you want me to? Okay, I guess these are all firing then. Yeah, like I don't. You can either pay 2 credits or you can pay 2 credits and take a net damage. Like, I have no idea what he was thinking. Like, you could have paid and like... Yeah, I don't know what he was trying to do just now. Yeah, just lost. We lost money, but he's got Locus. He's lost a Leprechaun. So a bunch of sprung at the worst thing. I can't use that now. Do I need tricks? I do not. I don't think I'm going to need the arc clock down. I have a. He's probably not running clock. So I'll toss it, and if I need it later, I can get it back with archived. So let's draw Colossus. Good. Well, then again, I need to get that stupid huge. So, let's slap it on RD anyway. And let's gain a credit and toss our clock down. Yeah, I don't know what he was thinking with eating a DNA tracker. I mean, it didn't actually hurt him that bad. He took 3 damage and lost 6 instead of just losing 6. But it doesn't look like he lost anything super important. I also don't. Why does he even have day jobs in his deck when he has Mocos? Yeah, Maven's going to get huge, but if I can get Ice... If that's his primary breaker and he's got nothing else, then I can make Icefall big enough he just plain can't get in. No reason not to res it, it's free. And 2 breach stones. Okay. Beckman Leprechaun. Killed a study guide. So that's important. I don't want to keep giving him extra clicks, but I'm... Like, if he doesn't run, then I'm just... There's not much I can do. So... Let's just deal with him having that extra click. Because fast advancing doesn't take much money, so if he's not going to run, and I can't res ice, there's... Like, I don't see a point in me just throwing away econ cards. Because then he'll run and he'll drain all my money and then I'll just be screwed, so... So multi-threaded to break, multi-threaded to break, A2 normally. So it still cost him 4 credits to get in, which is not much. Hit the snare, absolutely. Technical writer. Third multi-threader, thank you. Avoided the tag. I killed the last multi-threader, that's good. And there's an improved protein source. So what I really want is another fast advanced tool so I can get that scored out. Now this is going to dilute the number of fast advanced tools in the deck. So that's kind of shitty. Let's get a snare back in there. And it's going maybe the fast track? No, I don't think I need the fast track anymore. And toss. And toss. There we go. None in the heap, so I've got 5 more fast advanced tools in the deck. If I draw any of them, I can score out this improved protein source. And then I can just fast advance any 2-pointer for the win. Like I could do the brain trust right now. That's definitely an option. And there's the Mirage here, we should probably put that somewhere. But yeah, my hand's starting to get full. So like I want to wait for a second fast advance tool to get this out second, but I think it's best to better just empty my hand when I can. God damn it, okay, did not mean to do that. Let's click. Right. So that first, then that. There we go. And now I can win off this improved protein source. I can use archive memories to get back the shipment from Tennin, and then I just need the other fast advanced tool I was already waiting for, and I can win the game as soon as they spend 1 turn not winning. Let's spend some money. Yeah, the Chiashis, I'm going to mill their last 6 cards. And so they broke that for effectively free. Comes the Chiashi. Yeah, they've got Maven out. It's an AI, so if they break it, they mill the last 6 cards of their deck. And if they don't, they take 4 damage. So that's not a good situation for them. Okay, so I get to mill them twice. Got rid of equivocation, thank you. And another. So let's boost that. 8 credits. Let's use this to get back a shipment. Let's draw a card. Okay, that is absolutely not what I wanted to draw. Getting rid of their equivocation was definitely good. Yeah, I have no assets to trash other than snares and breach stones with it's still powering up Maven. Yeah, I don't see any. Well, there was the study guide, and there's maybe I might actually want to just start slow rolling Ice Wall to the point that he can't get through it. It's only costing him. He's got Mofus, and it's only costing him 4 credits to get in. That is also very much not what I wanted to see. That is what I wanted to see. So let's just start slow rolling that, and let's chuck that, and let's chuck the Celebrity Gift because I don't want to reveal what's in my hand. And in my turn, so if he hits the Medical Breakthrough, that's the first Medical Breakthrough of the game, and he's at 0 points, it's not a big deal. I just don't want him to hit this improved protein source. Let's get 2 clicks left. I win if he doesn't run. Damn it. It's 1 in 5. Because if he can hit anything except the improved protein source, then I'll be totally cool with it. So he knows he's got shipment, so he knows he has to make it successful. Successful win. And that's a strength. That's just spend my turn just slow rolling this wall. And now I draw the firewall. I don't actually think I need the Mirage right now. Which is a rare thing to say. I'm almost always very happy to see Mirage. Dang, that is a 12 strength ice wall. 12 strength ice wall, and that is good game. Yep, I ended up spending. I slow rolled that like what 3 or 4 times. So that was like a 4 or 5 to res for a 12 strength ice wall, thanks to all the Tennin Institute counters. So yeah, that's definitely some value. And that's how you surprise people with a win with improved protein source. And I've had some questions on this deck and why I use all 2-pointers and then 2 3-pointers, but for 2 3-pointers being Obokata or Future Perfect, it's like those are 5 3s. So the only way those would exist in the deck is if you planned on literally never scoring them. And improved protein source gives, because it's a 4-3, you can just fast advance it with 2 fast advance tools. And that surprises a lot of people with winning in 3 agendas, as opposed to making the game take even longer with something like Obokata or Future Perfect, which you just plan on literally never scoring. So yeah. But anyway, Got to play against someone who wasn't criminal, and that definitely showed like how huge these advanceable ice, like Ice Wall and Colossus and Firewall, can get off the Tennin counters. And again, good money off mass commercialization, and just score everything with fast advance. Never make a scoring remote. Only throw one or two things on archives ever, just so they can feed masscom. And yeah, Clot is your biggest threat, which is why our Clockdown is in there, so you can kill Clot. And it's a very straightforward deck, but it definitely works. It's not difficult to get the grasp of how to play it, but it's very effective because it's a weird Glaciary fast advance combo, and it can grind out a lot of runners. So anyway, that's game. Thank you and good night.